There are many starter decks you can build as a beginner in Duel Links, and choosing a good deck can improve your game progression by a lot. Let me suggest some deck investments you can aim for. It is always better to invest in good boxes rather than focusing only on a particular good deck because you'll be getting more value from good boxes. Some boxes provide the best value when bought together in a certain sequence, and I like to call them routes. Routes give you more complete decks than single boxes, and some of them are really good for beginners. My personal favorite is the Judgement Force route. Judgement Force is one of the best boxes in the game currently and features some good archetype support. You can get support for Blue Eyes, Lightsworn, Lunalight, Dragoonity, Gladiator Beast, and many other decks from this single box. Blue Eyes is the most competitive archetype from this box, so after buying the Judgement Force box, you can buy the Blue Eyes Evolution Structure deck to make a top-tier Blue Eyes deck that can get you to King of Games. If you're a free-to-play player, you can just buy one structure deck and get 2 more White Stone of Ancients with your dream tickets. Lunalight was one of the best budget decks in the game before the recent ban list, but it is still a decent deck for PvP or farming. Lightsworn is a powerful mill engine that can be combined with other decks to help you send cards from your deck to the graveyard. You can also add Chaos Dragon Levianeer from the Infinite Ray box to a Lightsworn deck and make it competitive, which I will talk about later. Dragoonity is a great deck to build if you have the money to buy 3 Dragoonity structure decks, considering Dragoonity Senatus is now no longer limited. The second box in this route is the Infinite Ray box. If you already invested in other good routes or boxes and have a good deck, you can skip the Judgement Force box and start the route from here. This box is especially good for players who love Xyz summoning. There are some archetypes in this box like Constella and Digital Bug which aren't very good in ranked, but it has some good Noble Knight support and can make you a good Noble Knight deck if you also buy 3 Noble Knight structure decks. The box also has many good cards, like Chaos Dragon Levianeer, Rescue Rabbit, Star Seraph, Constella M7, and Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord. After buying this box, you can buy the Photon of Galaxy box and Shining Hope box to get a bunch of generic Xyz monsters and make a variety of Xyz-based decks like Satyl Arknight, Onomat, and Photons, or if you buy the Dark Dimension box and Blazing Rose box, you can build a competitive Thunder Dragon deck. These 2 boxes are also good when bought on their own, and I will talk more about them later. Next up is the Rock route. This route is highly recommended by Duel Links meme because of its wide deck variety. It mainly consists of 3 mini boxes, Arena of Sanctuary, Spirit of the Beast, and Guardians of Rock. By buying these boxes in this order, you can make a complete deck for Triamid, Magnet Warrior, Valkyrie, Ritual Beast, Wat, and a few archetype supports for Dark Magician, Yosenju, Crystron, Karakuri and Scraps, as well as some staple back row like Karma Cut and Super Team Buddy Force Unite. These decks may not be as competitive as the decks in some other routes, but this route gives you a wide variety of different decks and lets you enjoy the casual Duel Links experience. Here are some single boxes that are great for beginners. They provide less value than routes, but it is still a good choice to invest in them. The cheapest single box to invest in is perhaps the Fortress of Gears box. By buying a few card packs from the Fortress of Gears box and trading from the card trader, you can make a complete homage deck that you can use for PvP, auto duels and farming gate characters. You also get Ballista Squad and some Vision Heroes support. Dark Dimension is a great box overall. You get many archetype support cards like Invoked, Element Saber, Gravekeeper, Dark Magician Girl, and Thunder Dragon. There are also some good generic cards like Necro Valley and Samurai Destroyer. Blazing Rose is also a great box. You can build a cheap Subterra and Metaphys deck from this box, and get some good generic Synchro monsters like Black Rose Dragon and Vermilion. Aloof Lupine is also extremely useful in Thunder Dragon decks. Next we have Witch's Sorcery. Evil Eye is one of the cheapest decks that is competitive in ranked. Speedroid is a good engine for synchro summoning. The box also features support for decks like Witchcrafter and Predaplant. Sign of Harpies gives you Harpy support, which is one of the most competitive decks in the game now, and it's also quite cheap. Lightning Vortex is a good generic spell that is useful in some decks, but don't buy the box just because of this card, as I have discussed in another video. The Rage of Volcano box is excellent for players who are willing to spend money on the Fire King structure deck 2 or 3 times. It costs a lot less gems compared to other routes. Fire King can be used as a competitive deck in Ranked, or combining with Ubel monsters to make a farm deck for gate characters. You also get a complete Hazy Flame deck from this route. Before I end the video, here's a quick recap. Here is the Judgement Force route, here's the Rock route, and here are some good single boxes that you can buy. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.